Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from Group 7 in class IKM 2B. We will to represent our how do we do literature review about the effect of fatty acid on brain development. This is our member of group. There are Dia Anindita Kamila, Bagus Prayoga Sakti, Ines Diva Salsabila, Devina Dwi Kurnia, and Nadia Chandrika. The first one is introduction. Epidemiological evidence suggests that dietary consumption of the long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, eicosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid, commonly found in fish or fish oil, may modify the risk for certain neuropsychiatric disorders. In particular, docosahexaenoic acid, a long-chain omega-3 fatty acid, is important for brain and eye development. Individuals diagnosed with ADHD or schizophrenia exhibit deficit in cortical gray matter maturation, and medication found to be efficacious in the treatment of these disorders increase cortical and striatal dopamine neurotransmission. This association, in conjunction with intervention trials showing enhanced cortical visual acuity and cognitive outcomes in preterm and term infants with DHA, suggests that perinatal deficits in brain DHA accrual may represent a preventable neurodevelopmental risk factor for the subsequent emergence of psychopathology. The research question is, how do fatty acids affect brain development? The research benefit is to find out how do fatty acids affect brain development, to determine the effect of consumption of long-chain omega-3 foods and on brain development, to provide information related to mothers and children about the effect of dietary consumption on neuropsychiatric disease.
Okay, the next is the keyword determination. A keyword is a word or phrase that contains an important concept, idea, or thing, which is used to search for something. Based on predefined question, keyword obtained will adjust to these questions. The first thing we do in determining keywords is to analyze important words that become article reference to search. Then, we collect the data on words that can be used as keyword to facilitate the search process. More specific keyword use, the more specific the literature search result. If the keywords we used in our literature search were fatty acid, affect, development, and brain. After the keyword is specified, the database will automatically display several journals that match those keywords. In minimizing some journals that do not match, we select several search filters, such as years and unnecessary keywords.
Okay, so the next is literature search strategy. The strategy that our group applied in finding some of the literature that have been used in our assignment was to determine the topic of the discussion first. Then we search for the journals we want to use in PubMed. After that, we utilize the search feature by entering the keywords that have previously been determined and selecting several journals that have been published in the last 5 years related to the topic. We also use Boolean operators or and not to make it more easier to determine which journal article we want to use. When we have found the suitable journal, we use it accordance with the provisions of the assignment that had been given.
Okay, next is literature characteristic. A reference can be defined as something that the informant uses to corroborate a statement. Our group uses a journal type of reference A journal is a scholarly publication containing articles written by researchers, professors, and other experts. Journals focus on a specific discipline or field of study. Unlike newspapers and magazines, journals are intended for an academic or technical audience, not general readers. We use journals published in 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021 to ensure that the journal we use contained the latest data and information on the relationship between the role of fatty acids and child growth from PubMed.
Okay, the conclusion. After reviewing 5 journals that have a correlation with our topic, how does fatty acid affect brain growth? We have found that there is a relationship between the consumption of fatty acid on brain growth and development in children, especially when they are still in the mother's womb. By consuming omega-3 directly from food resources or supplements, it has effectiveness in improving EPH and DH status, which can support children's brain growth. So, we can conclude that the administration of omega-3 fatty acid has an influence on brain growth and development in children, but not on parents. Therefore, we hope this paper can be a reminder that the importance of giving fatty acid to children and pregnant women. Okay, this is our bibliography. Okay, let's end today's presentation with these quotes that say, "What do you today will determine the future of you and people around you in the future." For the last, I want to say thank you for listening to our presentation. I hope this presentation has given us new insight. Amin. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.